I'm tired. I'm a little foggy. I'm gonna be a little foggy for a little bit. I've been up for a couple hours now taking care of the animals at home. So I'm driving down to where I used to live, about an hour and 45 minutes, and it's Wednesday, so we're gonna set up for this event, and then the next part of this you're gonna see is the event. So we're gonna be doing the whole 9 yards wildlife show with the alligator show, which I haven't done in a while, so that'll be fun. See if we can keep all my body parts this time, but we're not gonna go crazy. We're not gonna do anything with the face and the mouth. This will be the first time, I think, in my entire life that I will have ever done an alligator show without sticking my face inside the alligator's mouth. But I am a little older. I've been removed from the alligator shows for about a year now. I always work with alligators and crocodiles. It's just a little bit different as far as the old Seminole techniques go. So we're gonna do light shows just because it's been a while since I've done it. So I'm not gonna press my luck, and it's just for a show. There's no competition. There's no nothing. And quite frankly, I've had my face in an alligator's mouth hundreds of thousands of times. I'm good. I'm good. Did 15 years of that. Didn't matter if there was 2 people or 250 people, my face was going in that mouth. So we're going to do a light show, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Okalee, like I said, is where I got my start. And it's what opened my eyes back up to the lighter side of the animal world, where we got a little more control over what we were doing with those animals, and proper husbandry, and just giving the animals the best life they possibly could, and being with the right people to push me forward to be who I am today. So it's a good feeling to go back to Okalee, and any Seminole event is always amazing. I'll keep you guys posted for the next one. Hopefully we can get everybody out, or as many people as we can, out to the next Seminole event. But yeah, this is what it takes. So yeah, I've been doing the Shetler thing. So I drive to Shetler's, I do the same things. It's basically the same schedule, except for today's Wednesday, so I have to do the setup over there. We'll probably be there all day long setting up for tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday for the shows. So the next thing you guys are going to see is the shows. So I'm not going to ramble on too much. Thank you guys, everybody, for being patient. I got Brian back with me. He's coming out to film this stuff, so we're going to get a video out twice a week. One on the weekday, one on the week end. So whatever day this lands on, we're going to try and hit that every week. We're going to try and keep a constant schedule. So if this video comes out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day it is, then we're going to shoot for that next week as well, and we're going to try and stay on that date. And then we're going to do that for the weekend too. So we're going to try and roll that out. Get the 2 videos a week, get this channel jump started once again, put some life back into it. And thanks to everybody out there. There is some life still in this channel because of all of you great people out there that continuously deal with my bullshit and this rough life that I have right now, until we can get more content out there for you guys. So I appreciate each and every single one of you. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for the support along this journey, and I hope you enjoy this one, because I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this one. This one is nostalgic for me. It's bringing me back to the old days, and being part of any Seminole event is always a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So it brings me back to my roots, and I think I need this because I'm excited for it. As tired as I am, and as much as we've had going on, and trying to fight the time, trying to fight the clock, trying to fight, the sun going down earlier, and get my enclosures up, get my homies taken care of, spending time with the animals, and it's very difficult. I got some babies that need a lot more time spent so they could be where they're at. I got all these issues going on as far as the rescued stuff that I got going on, so I got to pay attention to those guys too. And then the constant driving back and forth, it's a lot of work. But, everything is worth it. And if you want something bad enough and you work hard enough for it, you'll get to where you need to be. So it's been a year and a half of nightmares, but I've been through this shit before, and now we're picking up, and we're going to make it where we need to be. So thanks for joining me on the journey. Appreciate that. All right, everybody, we got some merch coming out too. Pay attention to that. Patreons, thank you very much. Links will all be in the description, and I'll see you guys at the event. Thank you mucho. Boom.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a
All right, countdown, and we're about ready, set for the wildlife show. A couple of people I want to acknowledge, and probably put them on the spot right now, but they are royalty. They are your Seminole Tribe Cultural Ambassador. Where'd Everett go? Where's Everett at? Well, come out and wave to people. Everett there? Cultural, Seminole Tribe Cultural Ambassador there. Seminole Everett Osceola. Y'all wave at him there. He's waving at everybody. I see Councilwoman from Big Cypress over there, Chinook Billy. She's over there waving at you over there. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. All right. Y'all make them well. Y'all give them a hand, would you? Seminole Tribe of Florida. Let's hear it for the Seminole Tribe of Florida. All right, unconquered. We're glad that you came out to the Seminole Tribe of Florida, the Okalee Indian Village here for the Powwow Marketplace. Make sure you make it to all the vendors, all through the grounds, all on the other side of the fence too as well. All the food vendors. This is an opportunity. We have also another day of this tomorrow. So get an opportunity to come tomorrow and see all the demonstrators that were here today, and everyone that was that's been performing. We have the Moore family coming at 4:30. Now, wildlife, of course, is wild, and kids, y'all understand, do not feed wildlife, more importantly, do not feed the wildlife handlers, okay? They're here, they've been doing this for a long, long time. Years they've been doing this, so do not try this at home, definitely. But at this time, are you ready for the wildlife show? Woo! Come on, are you ready for the wildlife show? Come on, let them know. Take it over, Justin. Take it away.
All right. How's everybody doing?
Doing good.
I got one. Thank you very much, Billy. Shut up. I appreciate it. Let's try that one more time. How's everybody doing?
Good.
We'll get better as the show goes on. All right. Good shot. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to be doing here is a full-on wildlife show. We got a couple of different animals we're going to show you, and then we're going to obviously end with the old-style Seminole handling of the big alligator inside the box. There are a couple of pups, there's a couple of kids, it's perfectly fine. I'm going to walk by you guys with some animals. If you're uncomfortable with something, I'm not going to chase you with it. So if you just stay seated, you'll be all good. I hope. Haven't lost anybody yet. At least not this week. But we're going to start with something that's extremely dangerous. So here in Florida, we have over 50 species of snakes. Only 6 of those can kill you. And those are venomous snakes. So we have 6 species of venomous snakes. Does anybody know one venomous snake that we have here in Florida?
Cobra.
Wrong. But yeah, rattlesnake. Absolutely, 100%. We have 2 kinds of rattlesnakes. So we have a big rattlesnake, we have a small rattlesnake, and then, so we have our eastern diamondback, which I'm going to bring out. and its counterpart is the pygmy rattlesnake. Up north, we have what's called the copperhead. You won't see those down here. We have the canebrake rattlesnake. That's way up north. You won't see those down here. We have the water moccasin, and then we also have the coral snake, the little tiny guy, which Clinton over there kind of related to. It is kind of a cobra. It's the only elapid we have here. That's the relative to a cobra, the coral snake. You guys ever heard that rhyme? Red and yellow kill a fellow, red and black don't hurt Jack. I'm going to tell you an easier way to do that. If you see a snake, walk away from it. That's the best thing to do. Don't even try and rhyme. It's not worth your life. Just walk away. So what we're going to bring out today is the most dangerous one that we have here on the East Coast. You guys see them all the time. If you're out in Big Cypress and Okalee, Brighton, these guys are all over the place where you guys are at. So you're crossing these guys on a constant basis. And I'm going to be real careful with him. The reason this guy is the most dangerous in Florida is not because the venom he has is the most potent. It's because he can deliver more venom. I'm going to stay over here. I saw it last time. Stay over here. She's already trying to run it. I'll stay over here. You guys can enjoy from afar. Kids over there, can you see it? Because she's going to run if I come. All right, so we got the Eastern Diamondback, named because it's got those beautiful diamonds all the way down its back. Now, like I said, the toxin in this guy is not the strongest, most potent toxin that we have. That belongs to the coral snake, but the coral snake is so small that when it bites, you have a lot of time to get to the hospital. With this guy right here, he can feel a shot glass in a couple of milliseconds. So if you get whacked by one of these guys, you got a really good chance of having some real big problems. The best part about this guy is they do come. Here we go. Come on, we had an easy show this morning. Let's keep it easy. Now the thing, what we might do tomorrow, by the way, if you guys come out tomorrow, we have a big crowd. We're going to bring out a cobra. We're going to do something that I used to do over at the Okalee village where I got my start when we were over there by the big guitar. We're going to do a little something with the cobra that I haven't done in a long time. Now with the rattlesnake, it's a little different. A cobra is a little bit slower as far as the strike. If I'm within striking distance, which I am right now, he can strike a third of his body length. If he strikes at me, there's no way I'm getting away, but he does have a warning sign. You guys ever heard that in the wild? Yeah. It's a bad sound to hear, but it's a good thing because we can hear what's going on. Now some of these guys have adapted to actually not even using the warning sign so that they can catch prey better. So they stop warning people in certain localities. Locality means basically where it comes from. So if we get one from Big Cypress and then we get one from Brighton, that's two different localities of the snake. Now this guy right here, you're gonna be angry today, aren't you? Can we not bite today? It's been a long time since I went to the hospital. I want to keep it that way, dear big guy. Hey, aim that way. Look. All right, so this guy, like I said, hey, buddy. Let's do this a little bit differently. All right, let's see if we can keep her comfy like this. All right. All right, who wants to hold the snake? Oh, no. All the kids raise their hand, of course. You don't want to hold this snake, I promise you. All right, so this guy has heat receptors all over his face. So on top of being able to see really, really well, there's that warning sign. He can also sense heat. So there's thermoreceptive pits. He's got little heat seekers in front of his face. That means when his prey comes by, he whacks it, dumps a bunch of venom into it. That prey doesn't have long after that. He'll trail out the prey, and then it also helps him break down and digest its food. Now this guy right here, I'm going to teach you guys something very generalized in wildlife. Along with being dangerous because he's a rattlesnake, if you take a look at the end of his tail, I'm going to drop him down real quick so I can show you. If you look at the end of, hey there, big guy. If you look at the end of his tail, it starts to get stripes. So the diamonds turn all the way into stripes on the bottom side right there. Generally speaking, if you see stripes on any animal in the wild, you can assume that it's dangerous. What do we have stripes on? Bumblebees have stripes. Raccoons have stripes. Raccoons are extremely dangerous, believe it or not. Even though the trash pandas look cute, they are extremely dangerous. Even iguanas. Iguanas have stripes on the tail. Tigers have stripes on their tail. Generally speaking in the wild, if you see stripes on the tail, it does mean danger. So the best thing to do is enjoy it from afar or don't enjoy it at all. Just walk the other way. I promise it's not worth your life. But out of the 50 species of snakes, only 6 of those can potentially kill you. The rest are 100% harmless, but you gotta know what you're looking at. So at any point in time you guys see, especially the young ones, you guys see any snakes in the wild, the best thing to do, like I said, is just enjoy it from afar. I'm gonna put this guy up so that I don't get bit. How about a round of applause for the Eastern Diamondback rattlesnake? Yeah, here we go. not do this? Why you gotta be so angry? Oh, boy. Jonah, come put this thing away. Oh, you know, big round of applause for the outside. All right, let's get him on the face. Okay, all right. Who needs coffee? Okay. Why'd you bring that thing? I didn't want that. I didn't want that, but now I have to.
See how he's messing up. Huh?
Alright, now we're going to start with something that you're going to see here in a minute. For you kids, this is Florida's top predator. All the Seminoles should know this. What's Florida's top predator? Alligator, that's right. In your backyard all day, every day. We got a little guy right here. Little baby. Little tiny guy. Go. Get this little guy out. He doesn't take you want to walk him around for everybody? Here, you can help. There you go. Go ahead, walk him around, show everybody. Alright, so little Jonah. He works for free. That's the best part. So he's got a little baby alligator. Now the little baby alligator there, like I said, Florida's top predator is an American alligator. In the state of Florida, we have 2 million plus alligators. You see that little guy right there? Yeah, I say Florida's top predator when they're big and they get to full size, they are Florida's top predator. The biggest danger to another alligator is another alligator. So those little guys right there, not so much Florida's top predator. Those guys are just another chicken nugget on nature's dollar menu. Anything and everything feeds on baby alligators. We have large birds, we have other alligators, snakes, iguanas, things like that. All kinds of animals will feed on baby alligators. Something interesting is that, can you see this little guy real quick? I'm sure we've all seen a large alligator before in the wild. All black on top, all white on the bottom. There's reason for that. If anything is looking from above, with the dark water, it blends in. Anything looking from below, with the sky, it blends in. When it's a baby, we have all these stripes, colors, all over it. Little white, yellow, and black stripes. The reason for that is camouflage. These guys, like I said, have a rough life as a baby. Mom will have about 25 to 50 eggs. 1 in 5 of those will make it to adulthood. So being that it has all the stripes, it's a little bit extra camouflage. Helps these guys out a little bit more to try and make it to adulthood. Because everything is trying to feed on it. Something else that's interesting is most reptiles, I would say 95% of all reptiles, as far as motherhood goes, these guys will either lay eggs or they have live birth, and that's the end of motherhood. Once it happens, that's it. Mom's gone, the babies hatch out of their egg, and they're left to fend for themselves. So they come out of the egg, ready to hunt, ready to do their own thing, they live their own lives. Gators are a little bit different. Crocodilians are a little bit different. Mom will actually build a nest. She'll sit on that nest. She'll protect those eggs with her life. And she'll also watch the babies for a certain amount of time. So if you see a baby like this, as cute and cuddly as it is in the wild, what should you not do? Go ahead. Never go up to it. That's right. Why? Where's Jonah? Why? Because mama's not too far behind. So the cute little babies are cool, but mommy coming afterwards is not so cool. Mommy's going to be the most aggressive. A lot of people say you can zigzag away from an alligator. The only time you would ever have to run from an alligator is a mom alligator protecting her babies. But guess what? After a couple of years, these guys become food for mommy too. So after about 3 years, if they're hanging around too long, they're going to eat their babies as well. So all the kids out there, consider yourself lucky. We get mom and dad take care of us for a lot longer than 3 years. Now, we have 2 million alligators plus in the state alone. We also have his cousin. Who knows what his cousin is? What is it? I gotta come over here a second. What is it? What'd you say? Crocodile. Absolutely 100%. The cousin is the crocodile. And believe it or not, here in Florida, we're the only place on the entire planet that has both the alligator and the crocodile living in the same vicinity. So we have 2 million plus alligators here in the state of Florida, 5 million in existence. They go from the southern tip of Florida to Texas, all the way across North Carolina and back down. The American crocodiles that we have, who wants to take a guess on how many we have? 2 million alligators, how many crocodiles do we have? Anybody want to take a guess?
7 million.
7 million? I wish. That's a good guess. One more guess. What do we got? How much? How many we got?
500.
You're close. You're close. We got 2,500.
500.
All right, you catch this one. Catch it. I got him. Your dad will hate me if I look at him. All right, so we have 2,500 left here in the wild for the American crocodile. I'm going to admit something. This is kind of like a prop. This is not an American crocodile. I don't have an American crocodile, but it works the same. It's still a crocodile. Best way to tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile is very simple. An alligator has a U-shaped snout, the crocodile a pointed snout. And then also, if an alligator's mouth is closed, you're going to see the teeth just on the top. With a crocodile's mouth closed, you're going to see teeth all over the place. Just a big mangled mess of teeth in there. You're going to see them coming from the top to the bottom, all over the place. The easiest way is that little V-shaped snout. Ooh, you scared me. So the crocodiles, only 2,500 left, but luckily this is the Nile. So this one comes from Africa. It's still a good prop. A crocodile is a crocodile. We have 28 species of crocodile. The Nile crocodile lives in Africa. This guy here thought to have the most powerful bite in the entire animal kingdom. 5,000 pounds of pressure per square inch in an adult Nile crocodile. That's way more than it takes to crush a car. The alligator comes in second with about 2,500 to 3,500 pounds of pressure per square inch, depending on the size of the alligator. Now, American crocodiles down here, like I said, only 2,500 left. They like nice, quiet beaches. Here in Florida, we don't have nice, quiet beaches. So the American crocodile's all the way at the southern tip of Florida, way, way down, and it's in the brackish water. It's one of 2 true saltwater crocodiles, our American alligator. We have the one in Australia and our American crocodile down here. Now in 2011, the American crocodile got taken off of the endangered species list, which means the numbers are coming up, and they are no longer in danger of becoming extinct. So have a round of applause for the American crocodile. You're the American crocodile today, bud. Sorry. But yeah, so those guys are coming back. But the difference between alligators and crocodiles, the biggest difference is that what you're about to see us do here today with this alligator, I would never do with a large crocodile. Why? They're much faster, they're much more intelligent, and they're much more flexible, and because of the way that the snout is shaped, a lot of the things that we can get away with, what's in that box that Jonah's sitting on, we cannot get away with this guy right here. They're very, very, very dangerous, very fast. An alligator at top speed, maybe 15 miles an hour for a big one. Some of these crocodiles can be 25 miles an hour in the water, straight on the land, and keep that gallop on land and do 25 miles an hour. Also, alligators want something they can fit in their mouth and swallow whole. A crocodile will take as big of a prey as he can, as long as he can drown it, and he'll take a big hip. It doesn't matter for these guys. Hippos, big wildebeest, it doesn't make a difference. If it can fit in their mouth and they can take a leg and take it down, they will take it down. All right, how about a round of applause for the American alligator and the American crocodile? Yep, 1, 2, go. Good job. All right, here you go. Here this one. Thank you, thank you. All right. Here, you're gonna grab Maya for this.
Yeah.
So we got something else here. Everything they bring out is dangerous. You're missing fingers, more fingers. All right, here we go. Wait, let's have your face on. Okay, all right, so what we have here, let me get the dust off of this guy. He likes to bury down deep. Okay, I'm gonna get him right behind the head here. Easy there, big boy. Come on, big boy. All right, who knows what this is? Ugh. What is it? Snapping turtle. What kind of snapping turtle? Alligator snapping turtle. And we do find these guys here in Florida, but we also have 2 types of snapping turtles here in Florida, the common snapper and the Florida snapper, named because it's here in Florida. They were very original with that one. But the alligator snapper, the difference is this is the largest freshwater turtle that we have here in the world. So our regular snappers, our common snappers, our Florida snappers, those guys will get to about this size. Maybe a little bit bigger for a very big common or Florida snapper. This guy right here, he's gonna grow, and they live a very long time, sometimes past 100 years old, 120 years old. So this guy will be in the will long before I'm gone. He'll still be here. and they can grow up to about 180 pounds. Massive turtles. We have one of these guys that I couldn't carry around if I wanted to. I'd love to bring him to shows. He's impressive, but he's impossible to carry around. His head's the size of a basketball. Now, the other big difference between these guys and the Florida snappers that we have is, if you look inside the mouth, it's going to be hard to see because you get all the garbage in the mouth that you can put in there. But if you look real close, it's kind of messy in there. But if you look down towards the bottom, it'll look like there's a little worm thing, and he can put that little worm all the way out. And what they do is they do just like us. They go fishing. So we put a worm on a hook, we toss it out in the canal, and we catch our fish, we go home with dinner. He does the same thing, which our Florida and common snappers don't do. So the little lure inside of his mouth will actually come out, he wiggles it, he sits at the bottom, he waits for a little while, and after he waits for a long while, a fish will eventually come by, see that as a worm, think he's gonna get his food, and then guess what? In return, Mr. Turtle gets his food for the night. Now, interestingly enough, that big giant alligator inside that tube right there, I'd rather take a bite from that guy than this one any day of the week. The alligator is a little bit different. This one has a very sharp beak. Let's see if we can get something to pop his jaws. Let's see if he'll do it. All right, so basically, that's it. That's all you got for me? You're gonna be lazy today? That's it? You're proving me wrong. Always working on the wildlife, always proving me wrong. Anyway, he's not gonna do it. Usually these guys can snap a stick in half. You see these guys on TV, especially the big ones, they'll hook a watermelon in there, and after they hit the, well, you gotta give it back. Either break it or give it back. Pick one. Pick one, bud. Pick one. It's just like your pit bulls at home. Play with your turtles, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, largest freshwater turtle that we have. These guys can snap the stick in half. He's being lazy right now. Big round of applause for the alligator snapping turtle, ladies and gentlemen. Not many left here in Florida. Give me a quick list. All right, now we're gonna bring out something, and I'm gonna warn everybody, for any Seminoles that don't want to see an owl, you may close your eyes or turn around right now. It is not a horned owl. This one's from South America. Thank you, bud.
Yeah, I did.
Bring this over here. I'll snatch it. Yep, that's gonna hurt. All right, that feels great. Now, he had a glove on. I don't have a glove on. These talons here, extremely sharp, extremely powerful. She has about 200 pounds of pressure per square inch if she wants it. Now, she's a good bird. She's being sweet right now. We have other owls and other birds that we always have a glove on. And the reason being is because these talons are so powerful. So if she does get scared, if she gets spooked, or if she wants to hold on, or if she thinks I'm food or I have food, she's gonna squeeze down. She can sink a talon through one side of my arm, right out the other side. And here's the best part. If the owl's legs are curled up, the owl cannot release. So as long as her legs are curled up, those tendons stay. That's why birds of prey, raptor species, raptor meaning basically any bird that can swoop down, grab his prey, and fly away with it would be a raptor species or a bird of prey. So you have falcons, eagles, hawks, all of those guys, including the owls, all part of the raptor species, the birds of prey. So those talons are extremely powerful. Now this owl, a lot of people think that an owl, have you guys ever heard an owl can turn its head all the way around? Maybe you ever heard that? You know they can only do that once, right? Nobody got that joke, right over your head. You guys should know that joke, that's John's. It's the old John joke right there. So these guys can do 280 degrees, and there's a reason for that. So they basically, if I'm an owl, I can be looking all the way from here, all the way around, straight back in the other direction. Reason being, they're silent hunters. These guys are lazy birds, unlike our eagles, hawks, things like that, constantly up, constantly flying, constantly hunting. These guys will sit in one spot, basically perch for a very long time, wait for their food to come by. So if something runs underneath and they were to get up and try and turn around and look for it, that is going to scare away whatever prey comes by. So they just simply turn their head, focus in on their prey, fly down silently. They have little serrated edges on the end of their feathers. They swoop down silently, grab their prey, and then they're off, and they take back up off into their tree. But they're gonna sit and wait for their food, unlike their counterparts. We have the fastest animal on Earth living here in Florida right now. Who wants to take a guess on what that is? Fastest animal in the world. You should know, what is it? The falcon, a peregrine falcon. We learned that later on. Give me a dip, everybody. Good job for retaining that information. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the peregrine falcon. It's a trick question. A lot of people think the cheetah is the fastest, and it is. The cheetah is the fastest land animal on Earth. The peregrine falcon, which lives here in Florida, they have been clocked at 260 miles an hour, dropping down. And basically what they do is they boot their food in the head, which is usually another bird, which is generally why birds of prey, their biggest fear is other birds of prey. They're constantly looking up. Rarely are they looking down. They're looking up to see what is going on. Now, last thing I'll teach you. High five. You don't want to touch that thing. He's touching back. He's touching me back right now. Look out. Oh, he's pitching. He's pitching hard. Yeah. So another thing I'm going to teach you guys about this before I let her go and we get into the alligator show is the big eyes on these things. If you look at the owl, that's another reason why you constantly see an owl bob his head back and forth, turn around all the way. Our eyeballs are built a little different. We can look side to side without moving our head. The owls can't. Their eyes would be like if we had eyes the size of oranges. So for that reason, they don't rotate inside the head. So they have to constantly turn and they constantly bob their head to bring things in and out of focus. That's the reason why they're able to do that. They have 14 vertebrae in the neck. So every other mammal, including ourselves kids, all the kids, put your shoulders straight, try and turn your head as far as you possibly can. We got any kids in this track? You're almost there. You got, that's pretty far. That's pretty far. But these guys, even tall giraffes with that big long neck. Somebody said giraffes over here earlier. Oh, he's got it. But those big tall giraffes, still 7 vertebrae in their neck, just like we have. These guys have 14 that gives them that momentum and that movement to turn all the way around for that silent hunter. All right. Because of the fact that she's grabbing onto my arm, I'm getting a little tired of it. It hurts a little bit. We're going to put this little girl up. And are you guys ready for some alligator wrestling? Oh man, Billy's the only one that shows up to these shows. All right, let's try that one more time. Are you guys ready for some alligator wrestling? All right, give me a big round of applause for James and Clint, the Holt brothers right here. They're going to say a little something, something. Before we get started, while I untape the alligator, they got something for you guys.
Village, myself and my brother were over there doing deep water shows. He started just a young guy back then. This was a while back, 15 years ago. So ever since then, he got his start. He's worked a lot of different places, Jungle Queen. He's also been consistently either the reserve champion or the champion at our FAWC alligator wrestling competition events. So you guys are in for a real treat. He's high level. This is a wild alligator caught around the West Palm Beach area. We got a trapper to bring him over yesterday. So what Justin's gonna do is gonna test these reflexes. This alligator can jump a third of his body length, and Justin's gonna be adjusting. Oh, hand trick guy, oh! That's how they trim their fingernails. Guys, make some noise for the alligator wrestling. If you see something you like, make some noise. You're liable to see something crazy. As you saw right there, that alligator lunged. So Justin's just working them in that circle. Alligators defend the circle. They use their body like a broom in a dustpan. The tail sweeps towards his mouth so they can grab whatever's in front of them. So alligator wrestlers figure out a way to get just close enough to stay out of danger, but to get close enough to make them react. The competitions are based on stunts. Oh, degree of danger. Another hand trick, guys. Alligators can't see inside their mouth, so what we figured out to get bigger tips back in the old days is that you can stick things in their mouth, their hands, arms, even head. You get bigger tips from the crowd. You see him working that circle, touching right behind the back leg, going in for a quick catch. Oh my goodness. Guys, make some noise, guys. He's right on the back of that alligator. Woo! Pretty feisty alligator. So that what you guys saw was a quick catch. You worked that alligator in a tight circle, got him wound up and make the move to dive directly to the back of the neck. You gotta be very careful with hand placement. Alligators, that head is like a weapon. Even if it doesn't bite you, it can hurt you. It can knock you out. Skin covered bone. Very hard. Yep. So the first trick he's gonna show you is actually not a trick. It's opening the jaws, the first trick. Oh, wow. Very sensitive. That skin covered bone is very sensitive on the sides, right where his fingertips are. 80 teeth inside that mouth. All designed for ripping and tearing. Alligators don't chew their food like we do. They bite pieces off and swallow whole. Oh. Alligator fighting a little bit. The glottis valve in the back of the throat enables them to drag their prey underwater where they can drown their prey and then they can eat it later.
Can we see that?
Nice. Florida smiles. All right. Now this is actually not a trick. It's actually a technique to free up your hands. Back in the old days, if we didn't have anybody helping us, we need to free our hands up to pull a rope out. We devised a way using our chin and chest. After we had the alligator caught, we get on his back, tuck his jaws right under our chin, which will free up his hands. One hand, no hands. Make some noise. Pull out the rope, tie the jaws, caught and tied alligator. Bring him back to your mother-in-law. I'm not sure if Justin's gonna do anything else. You guys want to see one more trick? One more trick?
Remember, try not to whisper.
I don't know if you guys want to see it. It's Friday, guys. It's okay. You guys can get loud. You guys want to see one more trick? Okay, there we go, Justin. What do you got? All right. Okay, he's going. Looks like he's going face off. He's going to place his chin directly on the top jaw, touching the edge of the teeth. You got to be very careful. You can't get bit doing this. Got his chin right on there. He's gonna go no hands. One hand to the side, two hands to the side. Face off, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, he's got one more thing. Oh man, I hate this. You'll see this in our FAWC competitions. Like I said, he's won 2 competitions. He's going arm trick while in a face off. Whoa, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Justin and the alligator. Thank you very much. I believe we got 2 more shows tomorrow, right, Justin?
2 more shows tomorrow.
2 more shows tomorrow. I believe you have a few more acts today, and we'll be out here again tomorrow. I think Justin said he's going to try something special for tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and continue to check out our vendors out there on the under the oak hammock, and we'll see you tomorrow. Shanabiha.
All right. Have you enjoyed the wildlife show? Come on, let them know. Have you appreciated them? Did you enjoy that? Come on. They're risking life and limb. Let them know. Come on. You do better than that. All right. They got the mouth tape there so I can come up close now. Yeah. Once again, for Justin and James and Clinton,
Thank you guys very much. Thank you.
did you enjoy them? They will be back tomorrow. I want you to jump on Instagram and Facebook, MySpace, take your pictures there, and let people know, hey, there's a wildlife show here tomorrow. And also we have some demonstrators that are going to be demonstrating coming up here in just a few moments. We'll be